Exiting survival mode, the rainway. The survival contract. For the woman who has done things in a way that you believe to be right or what's considered to be morally correct. Yet and still, you constantly find yourself feeling financially strained and constantly feeling that you are still so far away from achieving the lifestyle you know in your spirit you're destined to live. You know it to be true. The survival contract. Let's be clear. Survival mode isn't just about lack of money, honey. Not at all. It's about the belief that endurance equals worthiness. Somewhere along the way, many of us, we've learned that being good, being patient, being humble, and even self-sacrificing, let me say that again, and even self-sacrificing would eventually lead to provision. You may have even been conditioned to live your life in a way that is based on outdated principles. Those principles that say, as long as you have the essentials, okay, you need to be grateful. Things could be worse. Well, yeah, but they could be better also. Why is there limits? You know, those type of outdated beliefs and principles. You need to just be grateful. And for some time, that belief, that mentality, it may have kept you safe because you know to do what you know to do. That's what you see. That's what you have seen in the environment around you. But now, that way of living has officially expired. I'm not asking. Has it? No, I'm saying that way of living for you has officially expired. The exhaustion with life that you've been experiencing for quite some time reveals that it is overdue for that way of living to be expired. It's time. And you've known that. That overwhelming feeling is confirmation that you're ready for this transition, regardless of discomfort or having all of the facts to the roadmap. You're ready for this transition. What I call the survival contract sounds like this. If I stay small, careful, traditionally correct, someone, somewhere, will volunteer to rescue me. Make no mistake, because I am not saying that you're out here looking for a handout. In fact, because that is not your nature, and you have always been willing to help yourself, somehow, some way, somewhere in the back of your mind, you believe that is enough. I am deserving. And I believe that you are, but not based upon your character alone. Like, fate will instantly go out of its way because my intentions are pure. Especially if you're coming from a religious background. Again, there are some things that have been ingrained within, and you start to question things when it comes to what is morally correct. God will provide, so I give my all, I give my last. God is a provider. But there are some key elements that aren't often discussed that ultimately leave us handicapped in a way. There's missing facts. But if you have been conditioned to believe that fate will rearrange certain things based solely off of your character, that is a part of that survival contract. Yes, God's favor is beautiful and it is a blessing. But let me tell you where the issue lies. The issue is money does not respond to passivity. Money responds to authority. It responds to clarity. And money responds to movement. I see the word stewardship. Yes, money responds to movement. It's evident that before anything, you have to be comfortable with the authority that God has blessed you with. You must embody that boldly, regardless of what you have been conditioned to believe when it comes to what you are capable of achieving, working alongside God in a partnership. You have to become comfortable with the authority that He has already blessed you with. And that takes courage. That takes deconstruction of old beliefs. But it ultimately alters everything that you have once believed about wealth and prosperity altogether. That is why you have been chosen to have it, that authority. That's why He blessed you with it. Because no one can hold it the way that He knows specifically that you can, and no one can hold it for you either. And it can seem like a great responsibility, hence needing to have courage to embody it, to move from it, to allow it to move through you, so that you can ultimately alter your approach to life, what you believe it to be, the limitations that are truly non-existent once you're out of your mind. It may feel intimidating initially. It may even seem foreign, especially if you've been instructed to operate differently. If you've been feeling tired, frustrated, secretly angry about money itself, that does not make you ungrateful, because you haven't seen the example from the people close to you, the environment that you grew up in. Don't assume that it's the wrong way to do or achieve security. Don't assume it to be punishable or impossible, or that if somehow you step into and utilize the power that God has already instilled within you, and you become more secure with making decisions for yourself, for your life, that looks differently from what you have been taught, that you are somehow stepping from under the mercy, the protection, the grace of God. Why do you have the power? Why do you have that authority? Don't bury it waiting for him. When he bless you with it beforehand, don't sit on it. It's the first step to changing your beliefs and the way that you approach exiting this survival contract and really locking in with God to ultimately change your life. Discomfort in this sense is a positive omen. It means your identity has outgrown the container that once held it, and that is just the beginning of something beautiful. This isn't punishment, this is transition. Honey, this is the beginning.